Okay, so in this video we are going to start the journey towards creating your own maze game. And in this video we're going to focus in particular on creating your character and creating the background or backdrop for your maze game. So first of all, once you are logged on onto your Scratch page, it should look something like this. It may look a little bit different, but you will need to go on Create at the top here and click on that. Then you will be directed to this page here. Now, if you look towards the bottom right of your screen, over here, you'll see this button which says Choose a Sprite. Now, when it says Sprite, that is the official name for a character. So you wouldn't call it a character, you would call it a sprite. And this here is an example of a sprite. What you simply do is click on the search button here, and you'll be shown a number of different examples of different sprites that you can choose. So for now, I'm going to go and choose Ben, because I love football, and he will appear there. You can get rid of this guy here by just simply clicking on him there and just pressing the rubbish bin. Now, when you have your sprite there, you will then be able to go onto here, Costumes, and if you click on this, you'll be able to edit your sprite. So we'll click on that. Now, when you are on here, you've got a number of different options to edit in. For now, what we're going to do is just look at editing the size of him. So to edit the whole size of him, you'll just need to drag a box around him, and then you can make him smaller or bigger or really, really small. And you'll notice every time you do that, he changes over here, because this is where your final game will be, over in this window here. Also, if you want to, you can click on certain parts of him to change the size of certain features. You can make his leg a little bit smaller if you really want to, and you can change anything you want there. Also, if you make a mistake, you can also go to this button here to undo anything that you just did. So say if you made the leg, whoa, way too big, you can just press this button here and it will turn it back to where you were before. Now, what you can also do, once you've got your sprite all sorted there and you are happy with it and you're happy with how he is, you are then ready to do your backdrop, which is going to be the background of your maze game. To do this, go to the bottom right, click or hover over this button, and then click on the paintbrush symbol. When you've clicked on the paintbrush symbol, you'll be given your canvas here, and it's called a canvas because there's nothing on it yet. Now, in this canvas, you are going to start making your very simple maze to begin with for this lesson. And you can do this by going to the rectangle box here, and you can start drawing out your maze. So I'm going to start a box there. I'm going to have a box maybe here. If you want to change the size of these after you've drawn them, you need to click on the arrow here. And if you click on the arrow, then click on this, you can make it longer, shorter, you can make it wider, narrower. For now, I'm just going to make it a bit longer. Then I'm going to carry on my maze, but I need to click back onto the rectangle box to draw it. And then I'm going to draw another rectangle box here. I'm going to click on the arrow to move that over there. And then I'm going to click on the rectangle to draw another one. Click on the arrow again if you want to move it at all. Also to make it longer as well. Click on the rectangle again. And it's up to you how you do this maze. This is just an example. But for today's lesson, just make the maze very simple, because this is going to be like level 1 of your game. So you don't want your level 1 to be too difficult. You want your level 1 to be the easiest level that most people should be able to get through. So once you've drawn your rectangles, you will then be able to, if you want to, change the color of these as well. To change the color of these, you need to click on the rectangle, click on this button here, which looks like a like a box, whatever you want to call it. Click on that, and then looking at the top here, if you click on this, you can then choose any colour you want. Now, as a Norwich City Football Club fan, I think I'm going to choose yellow, and then hover over the box you want to make yellow, and it'll do that. I'm going to do the same for that one, do the same for that one, and that one. Now, I have got my rectangles coloured there. You can do a different colour for each rectangle if you wish as well. Completely up to you for this. Now, you also need an exit kind of symbol. So you need a kind of like a finish line at the end. So for your finish line, I'm going to do for now like maybe a circle. So I'm going to draw my circle here towards the end of my maze. I'm going to click the arrow and just move it around a bit. Once you've moved it to where you want to, you can then maybe make it a different color to the rectangles already on your canvas. So make sure it's highlighted. Go on to fill here. And as a Norwich fan, I'm going to have to make the circle green. Keep it like that. So I've got my finished line there. Now, if you look towards the right-hand side of your screen, so over here, this is now your maze game. Okay, so you've got your maze game here. So what you can do is, you can then click on your character here. Now you'll notice at the moment, your character already is touching the side. So double click on it, and you'll be brought back to this here. And what you can then do is just make him smaller, and then he'll go smaller here then, and maybe just make him a little bit smaller again. And then he's a good size then, and he's not going to touch the sides. It's quite easy to move without touching the sides. And then decide where your starting point is going to be there, and then just have a go trying to move him through the maze. Just through holding onto your button on your trackpad on your laptop, and just seeing if you can move him around all the way, see if he can fit all the way around to then reach the finish line. And there you have it. You have now created your own sprite and your own backdrop for your level 1 maze game.